Stop for a moment and really think about the last time you felt completely misunderstood or out of sync with your team at work. If you have, you know that leadership and teamwork can sometimes feel less like a smooth collaboration and more like a complex puzzle where pieces just don't seem to fit. In my research of Carl Jung's work, especially his profound discoveries about human psychology, I found invaluable insights that speak directly to these struggles. Jung was among the first to deeply explore not just the conscious mind, but the vast unconscious realms that influence behavior and relationships, including those in leadership and teamwork. If you're willing to explore how these unconscious dynamics shape your experience in teamwork and leadership, you can transform conflict and confusion into connection and clarity. I've seen countless leaders who, by understanding Jung's principles, have not only enhanced their leadership style, but cultivated healthier, more productive teams. The key lies in embracing Jung's concept of individuation, the process of integrating all parts of the self, including those overlooked or rejected, which profoundly enriches self-awareness and relational harmony. Take a deep breath and allow yourself to feel the weight of this truth Jung discovered. Without this self-awareness and integration, leadership becomes a performance that never quite reaches its potential, and teamwork remains fractured because underlying psychological needs and shadows remain unseen. In today's fast-paced, diverse workplaces, Jung's insights are more critical than ever because they help us navigate not just external challenges, but also the profound internal dynamics that directly impact group cohesion and leadership effectiveness. In my extensive study of Jung's cases, he often observed how unconscious projections disrupt relationships. For example, some team members may unconsciously project their fears or unresolved conflicts onto others, leading to misunderstandings or power struggles. Jung's concept of the shadow, parts of ourselves we refuse to see, appears dramatically in these situations. Leaders who ignore their own shadow inadvertently create environments where team members project their shadows outward, fostering distrust or competition rather than cooperation. Consider one of Jung's patients who struggled with authority. Instead of confronting his own repressed feelings of inadequacy, he projected them onto his boss, painting him as cruel and unfair. When the patient gained insight into his shadow, his attitudes shifted and his relationship with authority improved. This story parallels leadership dynamics today, emphasizing how self-awareness can transform team interactions. Another revelatory Jungian insight is the typology of psychological functions and attitudes: thinking, feeling, sensation, and intuition, along with introversion and extroversion. Every leader and team member operates uniquely within this framework. A leader who understands these psychological types can tailor communication and motivation strategies effectively. For instance, an intuitive team member might thrive on vision and future possibilities, while a sensing team member requires concrete facts and immediate application. Leaders grounded in this understanding avoid the pitfall of one-size-fits-all approaches, instead cultivating environments where diverse cognitive styles are honored and integrated. Jung's approach contrasts sharply with more superficial leadership theories that focus merely on behavior modification without probing the psyche beneath. His advocacy for acknowledging and integrating unconscious motivations offers a more profound, sustainable path to effective leadership and teamwork. Applying these principles in everyday work life can look like encouraging open dialogue that invites reflection on personal biases and emotional reactions within the team, effectively dissolving ego-constructed barriers. Put yourself in this situation I'm about to describe. Imagine a team meeting where instead of dismissing conflict as mere personality clashes, the leader invites the group to explore what unconscious fears or desires could be fueling the tension. This process not only diffuses the immediate conflict, but also promotes a culture of psychological safety and growth. From a practical standpoint, one of Jung's most potent tools is the use of symbols and active imagination techniques adapted for leadership development. Encouraging team members to explore and express symbolic representations of their experiences, whether through art, storytelling, or metaphor, can bring unconscious group dynamics into conscious awareness. This approach has helped modern teams unlock creativity and empathy that routine problem-solving methods cannot access. Additionally, Jung championed the importance of balance and integration between opposing elements: logic balanced by intuition, autonomy balanced by community focus, strength balanced with vulnerability. Effective leadership today demands this very integration. I often advise leaders to cultivate a dialogue within themselves between these opposites before addressing the team, because it models authenticity and encourages psychological wholeness. To begin applying Jungian leadership principles, start with self-reflection practices that reveal your unconscious blind spots, perhaps by journaling about emotional reactions after interactions or recognizing recurring relational patterns in your team. Then gradually foster a team culture where psychological exploration is safe and encouraged, moving beyond surface-level tools to engage the whole person: mind, emotion, and spirit. Remember, Jung's belief in the human potential for growth wasn't abstract. He saw individuation as a path every leader and team member could walk, resulting in deeper connections and more inspired work. As you embrace these ideas, I encourage you to trust the process. It's not always easy because it requires courage to face the shadow parts within and among us. Yet the reward is profound. Leadership and teamwork become not just functional, but transformational. To close, Jung wanted us to recognize that true leadership begins not with commanding others, but with the courage to understand and integrate our inner worlds. When leaders embody this, they inspire teams to do the same, creating spaces of genuine collaboration and innovation. Tomorrow, I am excited to explore Jung's wisdom on how to handle the responsibility that comes with psychological awareness. This next step is essential because with awareness comes accountability, and Jung's insights offer crucial guidance on managing that power without becoming overwhelmed or rigid. You won't want to miss how this understanding safeguards your personal growth and enhances your leadership journey. If you found this conversation enlightening or know someone struggling with leadership dynamics, please like, comment, and subscribe so we can continue diving into Jung's timeless wisdom together. Your engagement helps build a community committed to psychological growth and meaningful leadership. Remember, the journey toward Jungian leadership is a path of ongoing discovery and transformation, and tomorrow's discussion will deepen that journey by helping you responsibly wield the psychological insight you have gained today.